Good morning, Emma. I was just looking at the calendar. Do you know what is happening next week?
Next week. Let me think. I know I have a dentist appointment on Tuesday. Is that what you were talking about?
No, it's not your dentist appointment, although that is also very important. I'm talking about next Friday. It's a very special day for us.
Next Friday. Oh, of course. How could I forget? It's our anniversary. I can't believe it's been another year already.
I know. The time has gone by so fast. It feels like just yesterday that we were celebrating our last anniversary. I'm so glad you remembered.
I was only joking. Of course I remembered. I have had it circled on my calendar for a month. I have been really looking forward to it.
Me too. It's a wonderful day to celebrate and to remember how lucky we are to have each other.
It certainly is. So, since it is coming up so soon, I think we should probably start thinking about how we want to celebrate it.
I was thinking the exact same thing. We should make a plan. I want it to be a really special and memorable day for you.
And I want it to be special for you too. It's a day for both of us. Let's plan it together.
Okay, let's plan our perfect anniversary. What is the first thing we need to decide?
I think we should first decide on the general feeling we want for the day. Should it be a big, exciting celebration or something more quiet and personal?
That is a very good question. Last year, we went to that big party with all of our friends, which was a lot of fun, but it was also a little bit chaotic.
It was. It was a wonderful party, but we didn't get to spend much time alone together. We were so busy talking to everyone.
I agree. For this year, I think I am in the mood for something much simpler. Something that is just about the two of us.
I feel the exact same way. I don't want a big fuss or a lot of pressure. I just want a calm, happy day where we can focus on each other.
So we are in agreement. We want a simple, quiet, and meaningful celebration. That makes the planning much easier.
It does. It means we don't have to worry about booking a huge venue or inviting a lot of guests. We can just think about what would make us happy.
Exactly. So, with that in mind, what are our options? What is the most classic and simple way to celebrate an anniversary?
The most classic celebration is, of course, a romantic dinner.
A romantic dinner is a perfect idea. That is a great place to start. So, the question is, where should we have this romantic dinner?
We could go out to a nice restaurant. It's always a treat to get dressed up and have someone else cook for you and do the dishes.
That is a very big advantage. There is that new Italian restaurant downtown that everyone is talking about. The reviews are amazing.
I know the one you mean. It's supposed to be very elegant and have a beautiful atmosphere. The food looks incredible in the pictures online.
Going there would definitely feel like a special occasion. We could have a nice bottle of wine and some delicious pasta.
It does sound very tempting. What are the possible downsides of going to a restaurant like that?
Well, the main downside is that it would probably be very expensive. A popular new restaurant like that is not going to be cheap.
That is a very good point. We are trying to save money at the moment, so a very expensive meal might be a little stressful.
Also, a popular restaurant can be very crowded and noisy. If we are looking for a quiet and personal experience, a busy restaurant might not be the best choice.
And we would need to make a reservation very soon. On a Friday night, they're probably almost fully booked already. It adds a little bit of pressure.
So, going out to a fancy restaurant has some good points, but also some bad points. It might not fit our idea of a simple and quiet celebration.
I agree. So, what is the alternative to going out for dinner?
The alternative is, of course, staying in. We could have a romantic anniversary dinner right here at home.
A special dinner at home. I like the sound of that. Let's discuss the pros and cons of that idea. What is the biggest advantage of staying in?
The biggest advantage is that it is completely private. It would just be the two of us. We could talk and laugh without any interruptions. It would be very intimate and personal.
I love that. We could light some candles and play our favorite soft music. We could create our own perfect romantic atmosphere.
And it would be much, much cheaper than going to that expensive restaurant. We could buy some very nice ingredients and still spend a lot less money.
Those are all very strong points in favor of staying home. Now, what is the main downside?
The main downside is that one of us or both of us would have to do all the work. We would have to do the shopping, the cooking, and all the cleaning up afterwards.
That is true. It is definitely more effort than going to a restaurant. It might feel less like a special treat and more like a regular night at home.
That is the main challenge. How can we make a dinner at home feel different and more special than a normal weeknight dinner?
I have an idea about that. To make it special, we need to cook a special meal, not just our usual pasta or chicken.
Okay, I am listening. What kind of special meal are you thinking of? Should we try a very complicated and fancy recipe?
No, not complicated. I was thinking of something meaningful. Do you remember the very first meal that we ever cooked together?
The first meal we cooked together? Of course I remember. We were in your tiny little apartment kitchen. We made that delicious mushroom risotto.
That's the one. We were so proud of ourselves because it turned out perfectly. We had so much fun cooking it together, listening to music and talking.
I remember that night so clearly. It was one of our first dates. That is a wonderful memory.
So, my idea is that we could recreate that meal for our anniversary. We could make mushroom risotto again together. It would be so sentimental and romantic.
Emma, that is the most brilliant idea. It's not about being fancy, it's about the meaning behind the meal. I love that. It connects our present to our past.
And if we cook it together, then it's not a chore. It's a fun activity that we are sharing, and we can do the dishes together afterwards.
Our dinner plan is officially decided. A romantic, homemade mushroom risotto. That is 1,000 times better than a noisy, expensive restaurant.
I am so happy and excited about our dinner plan. It feels so personal and perfect for us.
Me too. Now, that takes care of our evening. But what about the rest of the day? Our anniversary is on a Friday. We will both be finished with work in the early afternoon.
That's a good point. We shouldn't just sit at home and wait for the evening to begin.
We should do a nice activity during the daytime as well.
Exactly. We should make the whole day feel special, not just the dinner. Do you have any ideas for a daytime activity?
We could do something simple in keeping with our theme. We don't need to go on a big, expensive adventure.
I agree. I was thinking, since our dinner plan is about recreating a special memory, maybe we could do the same thing for our daytime activity.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, we could go back and visit a place that is meaningful to our relationship. We could revisit a location from our past.
Revisit a special place? David, that is another wonderful romantic idea. I love that. Where are you thinking of?
Well, I can think of a few options. We could go back to that little coffee shop where we first met. Or we could go to the art museum where we went on our second date. Or we could go for a walk in the park where we had our very first date.
All of those are such lovely ideas. Each of those places holds a very special memory for us. It's hard to choose.
Let's think about them. The coffee shop is nice, but it can be very small and crowded. It might not be very relaxing.
That's true. And the art museum is wonderful, but we were just there a few months ago. It might not feel as special if we go back so soon.
I agree. But the park, I don't think we have been back to that specific park since our first date.
You know, I think you are right. We have been to many other parks, but not that one. It would be really interesting to go back and see it again.
It would be so nostalgic. I remember that day so clearly. We were both so nervous and excited. We walked around for hours just talking and getting to know each other.
I remember that too. We sat on that bench by the little pond. It was where you told me that funny story about your childhood dog.
And it was where you told me about your dream of becoming a teacher. I remember feeling so connected to you on that day.
It was a very important day in our story. Going back there would be like visiting the place where our relationship began. I think that is the perfect choice for our anniversary.
I think so too. A long, nostalgic walk in the park where we had our first date. It's simple, it's free, and it's incredibly meaningful.
Okay, our plan is coming together beautifully. We have a perfect daytime activity and a perfect evening plan. This is going to be a wonderful day.
It is. There is just one more thing we need to talk about. The topic of gifts.
Ah, yes, the presents. I was just starting to think about what I should get for you. It's always so hard to choose the perfect gift.
I know. And sometimes it can be a little bit stressful. You want to find something that the other person will love, but you also have to think about your budget.
That is very true. And since we are trying to have a simple, meaningful, and not too expensive celebration, maybe we should think differently about gifts this year.
What do you mean? Do you mean we should set a price limit for our gifts?
We could do that, or we could do something completely different. I have an idea that I have been thinking about for a while.
I am always open to your wonderful ideas. Tell me what you were thinking.
What if, instead of buying each other presents from a store, we give each other something that we make ourselves? Something that comes from the heart, not from the wallet.
I like the sound of that. What kind of thing are you suggesting we make? I am not very good at arts and crafts.
It doesn't have to be arts and crafts. I was thinking of something much simpler. I was thinking that we could write letters to each other.
Write letters to each other? You mean like with a pen and paper?
Exactly. A real, old-fashioned, handwritten letter.
We could each take some time this week to write down our thoughts and feelings.
What would we write about in the letters?
We could write about anything. We could write about our favorite memories from the past year. We could write about all the things we love and appreciate about each other. We could write about our hopes and dreams for our future together.
Emma, that is the most romantic and meaningful gift idea I have ever heard. It is so much better than buying a watch or a new shirt.
I thought you might like it. A letter is something that you can keep forever and read again and again. It's a truly personal gift that no amount of money can buy.
It is. I love to write, and the idea of sitting down and putting all my feelings for you into words is a wonderful one, and I would be so honored to receive a letter like that from you.
So, is that a yes? Are we agreeing to a no store-bought gifts rule this year, and we will write letters instead?
Yes, a definite yes. That is a perfect plan. It fits our theme of a simple and meaningful celebration perfectly.
I am so happy you feel that way. I think it will be the most special part of the entire day. We can read them to each other after our special dinner.
Okay, let's review our final, perfect anniversary plan, just to make sure we have everything organized.
Good idea. Let's go through it step by step.
So, on Friday afternoon, after we finish work, we are going to go for a romantic and nostalgic walk.
And we are going to that special park, the one where we had our very first date, to bring back all of those happy memories.
After our walk, we will come home and open a nice bottle of wine.
And we will go into the kitchen together and we will cook our special meal, the delicious mushroom risotto that we made on one of our first dates.
We will light some candles, put on some soft music, and have a beautiful, private, romantic dinner right here at home.
And then, for the final and most important part of the celebration, after dinner, we will exchange our anniversary gifts.
And those gifts will not be expensive things from a store. They will be heartfelt, handwritten letters that we have written to each other.
And we will sit together and read them and probably cry a little bit with happiness.
This sounds like the most perfect, wonderful, and meaningful anniversary celebration we have ever had. I cannot wait.
Me neither. It's simple, personal, and completely focused on us and our relationship. It's everything I could possibly want.